ridiculous. It's like, how can you forget that guy?
I think he's only 22 years old or around there, so lots of young bloods now in this Polish side. Olofmeister falling back on the ramp as is normal in that position. Guardian trying to hold things down. He's got a nice tap around a locker position, but he will get taken down, left in hell. Now where do they go?
Okalicious. It's a great name. Nico outside by the garage. Saw lots of Nuke recently, and I was really impressed by how good Ents was in the finals against the Astralis, and I hope that a lot of teams are looking towards them because their style of play really lends to a strong Nuke. Either way, Virtus.Pro is sitting on that man advantage, just waiting it out at the moment, seeing if Faze, being in a 3 versus 4, will overstep, and maybe that will be that move because Nico will get taken down for his trouble, and now they're just going to move in, keep the integrity of numbers intact as they go to the lower bomb site. It's down to Neo and Olofmeister.
I like the pacing by VP, just slowing it down, trying to work the rotates. You're on a 4-on-2, but you're still kind of, you know, taking your time, checking every corner. Don't make a mistake. It's pistol. Get the round. Plant the bomb.
It's when I'm looking at this lineup and I see like Neo's name amongst all the other Faze players, it makes more sense to me than seeing Adren's name. Looks like things might be over here very shortly. So Olofmeister creeps through the vents to see what he can do, but he's really got so much to handle here. I don't think he's got enough time, if anything, as he has no kits. It's a pretty laboured fight, and there it is. Virtus.Pro will pick up the pistol, and yeah, and it's just Neo that spends any money really. It seems. Oh, we'll get a taser from Guardian, which is cool to see. We don't see enough tasers actually. I wonder if there'll be a world where they'll ever be gimmicky. Oh, there's a big gap in that smoke. Okay. That's not a good start.
That's really bad.
That is not a good start.
They have no more smokes left. They can't even drop a right-click smoke to cover this. Maybe he's a flashbang, guys. He's got 5 flashes.
He just walked into the angle by himself and no one's there to even trade.
That's not a position where you'd even want to trade, really. It would be suicidal to go into such a small gap. You don't really know the location. So finally, the rifle has been taken away. They can't really guarantee that they can hold it there. Oh my god, Nico. That is disgusting. I didn't even hear a dink.
How does that work? I guess he must have taken some damage, whoever Nico shot. That's so strange.
Man, someone's going to get roasted for messing up that smoke grenade. But I think they still haven't used a single flash. Even to get past the position. But this is a very weird situation now for Virtus.Pro. Against 3 pistols. If Snacks can make it up the ladder, he would be in a favourable position, unbeknownst to him. He'll probably assume that there's likely to be somebody up there. So it's so strong to have high ground in general. Moving towards the B bomb site with his teammate trailing behind him. So they're pretty separated. Veggie with 8 HP. With so little time on the clock, how are you going to secure a bomb plant? Okay, so he has found himself a smoke grenade. Rain's collected the AK-47, as you can see. Quietly does it. You can see there's one guy moving towards the double doors. Oh no, he's been taken out. There is such an important trade. But now, how does he get out of the smoke afterwards? This is a brutal situation. There's no Kevlar on these players. He's dropping the fadeaway flashbang, but through the smoke, Guardian. That was, I mean, that's a colossal error from Virtus.Pro.
Especially on an eco round, you want to be swinging.
Maybe that's the sign of one of mine's. Upper rush coming in. Rain will eliminate the first player in, and they're not making any ground here, Virtus.Pro. They're getting absolutely trounced as they move into this bomb site, and Snatchy's in 1v5. And so I was going to... And yeah, this is a great setup. And Guardian, he's not been missing so far. That is a stunning shot. He looks really on point today. Like, you know, from the first shot from Secret, where he could have taken all the time in the world, but it's like an instant snap, as if he has the time pressure.
That setup was actually devastating. You can see from Olofmeister's position, Snacks, he knows what is expected normally. One player jumps past the choke point. You don't stand there as a TT, so he jumps down the ramp with his knife out, not expecting Olofmeister to be there. But the entire 2-man setup pretty much breaks the rounds right there. But the way he threw the smoke as well, I thought, did he throw that smoke too far? But it actually separates both sides of the ramp, so he can peek in and essentially get a 1 versus 1, or heighten the likelihood of that, because the other side of the entrance to B is completely smoked off. So that whole sequence was really interesting. Now we've got VP trying to force a bomb plant. It wouldn't give them 4,200 if they were able to plant the bomb. Maybe they can do more than that. They get the first frag in this round.
Good position from Olofmeister, though, to take down one. And it's actually not too bad if he gets double peeked here. Can't follow it up. Now he's starting to worry a little bit. Guardian back in the action again. He's been really consistent so far in the early rounds of Nuke. And Rain now bringing presence from behind will certainly make things feel a little bit more cramped here for the T's. But they're doing a great job. And okay, Rain's got everything to do here. Oh man, everyone whipping their shots there for Faze. And VP will pick up an unlikely third round.
So
gotta be careful too. Great HE damage onto Veggie, and that could have a part to play later on. But yeah, you know, VP only the one round outside of the initial pistol rounds, so we'll still have to wait and see if there can be more consistency for them with their approach against Faze. Snatchy will find Rain, so they will sort of hit the pause button after gaining some quick positioning outside, and in doing so, they'll pick up 2 kills for it. And now they start to move things forward a bit. And so far, you know, VP have shown to us that they enjoy kind of the stop-start style in these T rounds, and that is effective. But it's one of those. It's like anything, you know, you got to be careful sometimes in whether you're telegraphing a pattern to your pacing.
Good point, Dan.
And that could give Faze some good reads later on.
3 pistols remain for Faze. Make it 2. Olofmeister sees it 75 and Deagle onto Nico. Love to see Nico over Desert Eagle. Although this time he will not be so successful.
Success, I feel like there's more success on the scoreboard than you could understand from the actual gameplay. Oh, more gaps in the smoke again. Oh my god. Oh no.
I got something to say about that after. Just not as noob as you think. I meant
I think you might as well say it now, to be honest.
Okay, so they waited on that first smoke because a lot of teams have been Molotoving that spot. So if you toss the 2 smokes right away, it'll get caught in a Molotov. So they toss the far smoke, wait for the Molotov, and then toss the short smoke to kind of counter that Molotov play. But again, fortunately, their smokes are still off, even though they're right next to the throat.
I don't know if... Oh, never mind, actually. Okalicious now. Got to switch out for the other gun. And when you start with a sawn-off on the last round, you may not get much further than that, and that is certainly the case here. Faze have 10 rounds at half-time, and speaking of half-time, it is time for us to go to a quick break. When we're back, we'll kind of knew that happened. Faze clan will blow off the squeaky door. Now they're on the T side, standard stuff. Okalicious, good for a first headshot on Olofmeister, and he's got the information as well. No one's down the vent. They're all stuck behind the choke point. What do Faze do now? Olofmeister can often be the person whose job it is to take a bullet in a pistol round. Trying to spread out on the A-bomb side, but not really having too much success. Veggie spots the final 2 targets. There can be a rotation. Now it's down to Neo, 11 HP. Snacks will get a cheap helmet with perfect Kevlar. The rest of the team will spend $1,000. And then the average person. And I think I'm one of those people. Which is why I struggle to sleep so much. I did just ingest a enormous can.
Or VP a little slower there. Oh my goodness, Snatchy!
God damn.
That was a nice double.
Good. It's so good.
It's one of my favorite guns.
It's got to be the best bang for buck gun in the game. Has to be.
Oh, that's beautiful from Snatchy. AWP on the CC side. That's a brazen peek from Guardian. He'll get punished for it. Pistols for Faze for the most part. Nico does manage to rescue the AK-47 around that squeaky position and put it to good work immediately. Taking Okalicious out, so it will be made expensive for Virtus.Pro. Snatchy still holding his angle and delivers his 3rd kill, tagging Rain. Now he's on 8 HP. He's got the AK-47, but for how long? Snatchy still with the AWP. Great hold around that squeaky position. Nice whoop.
Ready if they did that. If they were going to rotate from upper to lower, they would be ready to counter.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good here so far for the defense of Virtus.Pro. And that's that round previously attempted by Faze was a very similar round to what I described about what the ends actually execute. And where you kind of play a slower default and then find this
control room, so In my opinion, I think lower is easier to retake, so stack
Very
up.
fast start for Virtus.Pro. This may be a brief one. 4 versus 2. One of the two players at the very least spotted on the ramp, maybe both now. Snacks with a long spray. There's a trade from Nico. Capable in a 1 versus 3. He's got the time, does not have the position. You can see Veggie playing around the corner of the smoke. Just going past the angle there. Not quite seeing him.
Hey. Oh god, so much damage. Oh my god. They got burned alive.
Oh, he
another
did it
one.
again.
In practically the same position. Another thing.
I don't either. I don't question Robin.
Oh my God.
goodness, that's
Hilarious.
That's so weird because it wasn't even like in the door.
I understand why he died there, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
You okay?
Because
It doesn't make any sense. Fast play towards the ramp position. Miyu standing his ground for now. Will he get any kills out of this? There's 1, 2. Okay. We got something. Snacks trying to help, but there is an AUG now and a B bomb site for FaZe Clan. The bomb needs to get planted soon. Just to give them that 4,200, but maybe they can do more. 3 versus 3. They might even win this round.
Olafmeister's doing some great damage. 3 kills already with that AUG. It's actually in the back with the Deagle. Damage from Snatchy. Olafmeister's so weak. He's going to just walk into the angle. Oh my god! YP crouching peek. Unbelievable. I can't believe he gets that. And still stays alive. And finally, he's been silenced. It's up to Neo against Snacks. Smoke on the bomb. Doors opened, and it seems easy for Snacks. Oh wow, that's such an important round. That's going to be so crushing for FaZe. I mean, their money's fine, sure, but 15 rounds to VP.
I guess it doesn't matter at this point because of how close the score was at halftime. But look at the round loss bonus. It is stacked at maximum 6 times over. Why is that necessary? It just...
Why so many?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's just they
too
have...
much.
They'll be on 3,400.
Yeah, but if they lose, it'll go down to 4.
Oh, no, that's okay, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not okay.
Should go down to... Okay, I mean...
It'll be on 4 for forever.
Oh, I thought you meant something about it was weird. You're saying that it should be different.
Should be
The fact
not
it
as
stacks
much.
is...
Right.
I don't agree with that.
I see what you're
Shouldn't
saying.
stack so much. Well, that's a nice little
See
one
what you're
line. And he's out. You get one and you fall back. Don't overstep your boundaries, okay? Especially if you're talking to someone, they're not interested, just walk away.
When in doubt, reposition.
Reposition, yeah, see, I like that.
When in doubt, do not repeak. Reposition. So something we can go into more detail later on, but for now, VP with the man advantage. Looking good to close Nuke down against FaZe. High flash from Nico. It's trying times for FaZe.
Oh. Snacks alive for now. Here comes Nico, though, just about winning that one. There is a potential peek threatening to happen from that heaven area. Miyu getting aggressive around that lobby, and he might find the back of Olafmeister. X-Ray, he's in Squeaky. Okay, they're starting to clean things out. They will hear a player moving up on the outside, maybe distracted by the sounds. The A site threatens to be taken. Okalicious playing for information. Takes him out. Now, where are the remaining players? We've got Guardian holding an angle, waiting for a peek. Virtus.Pro outside the A bomb site. The FaZe aren't quite in either.
Don't expect the orb to be there, and a whiff, but... Ooh! Can he get away?
No.
He can! There's no time, though. It's over. It is over. And... Oh, well, there we go. 16-10, and VP win the first map. I wasn't expecting it. Such a struggle for FaZe on the T side. Not a single T round for FaZe.